Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and very good morning to all of you. I hope you are safe and sound. Welcome to Melly's Telegram classes. This is the grammar lesson for Advanced Level Part 1. In this lesson today, we're going to talk about a very important lesson, and that is subject-verb agreement. So what is subject-verb agreement? When the verb agrees with its subject in person and number, it is called subject-verb agreement. In simple words, when we use a verb according to the subject of a sentence, that form of relationship between the subject and the verb is known as subject-verb agreement. Let me make an example. Wahid. So here the subject is Wahid. Now the verb is work. Now if you look at the subject Wahid, it's singular. So it's obvious that the verb should also be singular. Wahid works hard. It means that the verb is agreeing with the subject. In what? In person. It means the person of that is singular, so it should be singular. But instead of Wahid, if I say, let's say they. They is a plural subject and the verb should also be plural. They work hard. Now do not forget that whenever there is S with a verb, it means that that verb is singular. However, when there is no S with a verb, it means that it is plural. Now let's talk about some rules of subject-verb agreement. You have to remember some important rules about this lesson. The first one is called the general rule, and it's a very common rule. What does it say? If a sentence has a singular subject, it is followed by a singular verb. It's something very clear. If a sentence has a singular subject, the verb should be singular. But if it has a plural subject, it means that it is followed by a plural verb. Singular subject, singular verb. Plural subject, plural verb. For example, Jalal lives in China. Jalal is singular, so the verb should also be singular. Jalal lives in China. Jalal and Hamid, now the subject is plural, so what should we say? Live in China. Now, the second rule is about and both and. These are two conjunctions. So, subjects joined by and or both and take a plural verb. Whenever there is a subject, and inside the subject we use and or both and, then the verb should be plural. For example, my brother and sister. So we have two subjects here, brother and sister, and between them what do we have? And. So the verb should be plural. Teach in Boston. Both Ali and Ahmad were absent. Both the pencil and pen are in the geometry box. The third rule is about or. Now this is different. Two singular subjects connected by or require a singular verb. Unlike and both and, whenever we have two singular subjects and between them we have or, it means that the verb should be singular. For example, my brother or my sister is arriving by plane today. Now one of them is arriving, not both of them. So if one of them is arriving, it means the subject is singular, which means that the verb should also be singular. Ali or Ahmad comes to class. It means one of them comes to class, not both of them. This concludes our session for today. Do not forget that there is an exercise of the same lesson that you have to perform after watching the video. This was just a short version of our today's lesson, and the same lesson is taught in complete details in our regular classes. Thank you very much.